We mentioned him earlier, AJ Styles,
Oh,
almost retired
yes.
in a beautiful pastel blue suit. And of course, that's all anyone can talk about because Mark Henry years ago did a famous
Yeah.
fake retirement segment wearing a salmon jacket. And all anyone could talk about was this salmon colored jacket.
It was like the highlighter on the segment. It was like,
Yeah.
we're putting a salmon highlighter on this segment. So you guys know it's important.
And what I thought was really interesting about AJ Styles revisiting that kind of in a tongue in cheek way
Mm.
was that Mark Henry was one of a bunch of people whose contracts expired at
Yes.
AEW this week.
That week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if maybe the Hall of Pain might be reopening sometime soon.
Well, he's definitely not going to wrestle, but I think the
No,
idea
no,
of Mark Henry going back to WWE seems pretty inevitable to me, especially considering they basically just paid homage to a famous angle he was involved in, um, which I thought was amazing,
yeah.
right? Because like they did it like it's like, okay, well, we can't put AJ Styles in a salmon jacket. That would be too obvious. How about Dumb and Dumber Blue? Yep, Dumb and Dumber Blue.
Michael Hayes, what do you got in your car?
I guarantee you Michael Hayes had something to do with the suit. You know? But I thought I really enjoyed that, and I got to tell you, I saw it coming. I knew that they were doing this thing where AJ was saying, I don't have much time left.
Yeah.
And
he was kind of hinting at it.
And he had also done that Sports Illustrated article about wanting to be the type of heel that gets booed like Dominic Mysterio. So if you got a guy who's telling Sports Illustrated you want to be like an awesome heel and you're saying you're going to retire on TV, well, I think a fake retirement is kind of what's going to happen here. So when I honestly, when I saw him in the pastel blue, I was like, I think I know what they're going to do. And they did exactly that. And it was amazing. I loved the shit out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. And that just shows
did you, when you saw AJ go out there, did you think, oh my God, I think they might be doing the Mark Henry thing?
As soon as I saw him, I knew it because I never think that someone's retiring when they retire.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm like, and then let's do a contract signing. Maybe it'll go awry. Like, yeah, no, it's so when I expect like a big swerve to happen or a fake out or something like that. And then when I saw him in the suit, I was like,
the jet, like it was weird. It was like it's a different color, but it still signaled to people who would get the signal that this storyline, and I can't remember that really happening. I don't think before where you're like signaling, hey guys, we're going to do something pretty similar. I don't know if that's happened a lot before. Well, I think it's awesome. I think
it could be they're trying to get out ahead of it too. You know, and like play into it so they're not accused of trying to do the same thing twice or whatever.
Yeah, well, yeah, there could be some of that too. Oh. And it's also like it was done in such a way where if you're a new fan, you don't get the reference, whatever. It's still like it's still cool.
So fun.
But just that blue jacket was, maybe that little wink to us people who had to suffer through that period of wrestling. That was because let me tell you, you know what was going on in wrestling at that time? Shit, complete nothing. That was when Vince McMahon was 100% confident he had a monopoly on the industry and he just put on whatever show he wanted. That angle with Cena and Mark Henry was like an oasis in a desert of awful wrestling. So, so that's why, people formed a memory of it. It was like it stuck out as being particularly good at a time where that didn't happen a lot.